you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. And he's going to bring this one out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Inside, it's Fletcher. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught behind the line. It's Fletcher. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's a really nice job by this defense. Coming out, setting the tone. Great start, forcing a 4th down, forcing a decision already for this offense on the first drive. Really nice job coming out.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no first down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick them up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Rush is on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, say it. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Sayet. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Jackson. Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. A little screen to the running back. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Coming out with it, it's Lyle. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Looking for space, it's Fletcher. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the first down. Fourth down coming.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it just too much work for that running back.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll run for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, the defense had an opportunity to get a stop on fourth down. The offense backed up, but they're able to plow forward on the ground.
Man, they said they wanted to be aggressive, but I don't know that anyone expected that type of aggression.
If I was on offense here, sudden change, now that you've picked up the first, why not go play action and take a shot?
Wide receivers, running backs, you see them. They're interchangeable now. You see each playing different positions and handing the ball to wide receivers like you get here. You know, wide receivers are getting the ball more and more in space, but you're also trying to hand them the football so they can make some plays, get more touches, especially those good guys. Not a great game, but definitely a good job of getting the wide receiver involved in the run game.
The Canes are moving quickly down the field. It's reverse. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's the pressure. Looking down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
Looking for room at the 40. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Throwing, say it. Shoots it to the left. Fires left side, it's Smith. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Howie Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Howie, thank you. And the Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davison. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Dante Moore. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Buys a little time with his feet. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Fires to the right. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Now here's Sayet, moving out to the right. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Tough, determined run, gets it down to The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Got a little grass. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there in the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And
Holds it in down the sideline. Ball by himself down the middle. All the way. Touchdown, Oregon.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And he makes the extra point. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And just like that, man, tick for tack. You make a big play, put a touchdown on the board, they answer right back. One play response to say, we can do this too. Explosive fireworks going here in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Davison. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Moore. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Moore to the air, using his feet to buy time. Right on target this time. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Picks up the first down. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. DB's right up on the receivers. 4th down, Moore. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Unleashes one deep. And that will fall incomplete as we have played 1 quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. More to the air again. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
He caught it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here's Moore to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown Ducks! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for space. It's Jackson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Say it. slings it. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Davison. Still on his feet at the 45. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Dante Moore. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Shakes off the defender. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Pick up of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, uses that.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Play fake, Julian Sayed. Going over the top. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Saying back to the air. Oh, they're after him. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Saying. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right. A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the USC Trojans and the Miami Hurricanes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Trojans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. There he goes. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Mensah makes a connection. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got two of those on that one. The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Pringle. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is...
Here's a heading to the end zone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. He's going for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for a touchdown.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punch him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Miller. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Running inside, it's Jordan. Breaks the tackle. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
With the catch, it's Anderson. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
They typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
Working that left side now. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. A little release to the back. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Anderson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. As we get a look at the numbers so far, they are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's wrestled to the ground.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Caught. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
He'll pull it down. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. He'll run it again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the delay, it's Pringle. There's some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Throwing, Mensah. Got it set up on the outside. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve the win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. looking to throw on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. And the Canes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to the...
Breaks free, and he might be gone. He smashes his way through again. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, I did not have this on my bingo card, guys, but being one of the most talented quarterbacks in college football, to be under 50% completions in this game, nobody saw that coming. He has not been able to find his rhythm, and he looks frustrated.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Fletcher. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Here's Mensah to throw. Got his man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Canes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Fletcher. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Mayava. This time he's got his man. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Working that left side. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Makes the catch. It's Bowman. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
Well, the performance by the offense in the first half was very ugly, and they needed to make some adjustments. Give the coaching staff some credit because they did that. This is a completely different-looking offense here on the first drive of the third quarter. They just look like they're playing with energy. They've got a fire lit under them a little bit. We've seen a few schematic tweaks as well, but they need to keep doing this because this is working.
He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run the option. Quarterback keep. Now the pitch. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really hit.
Touchdown, Trojans! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. The Trojans were the answer. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Hard running there. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Makes it past the marker. Might have a chance. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed. A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, Coach DeBoer told me pregame, this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. run inside. It's Fletcher. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Mensah makes the grab. It's Fletcher. Oh, he's got some space. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just checkdowns or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll give it to Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Got it, looking for the first down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
And the Hurricanes are flying down the field. Running inside, it's Pringle. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
The Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Throwing, Mensah. Sets up the screen. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Russell on play action. He's going to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Stepping to the right. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
And defensive coaches talk about it all the time, winning first down. And what that does for a defense, they win first down, they force 2nd and long, they're ready for it. Nice job rushing the passer, getting the sack, and now putting them in an even more predictable situation, 3rd and forever. Great job by this defense.
And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Keelan Russell. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Plows through the defense. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Russell. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. The RPO, it's complete. Makes the grab in their space. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And I don't know as a defense on 3rd down how you let that guy be wide open. You can let the tight end be wide open. Maybe a running back leaks out. You're not letting one of the best wide receivers in all of college football be that scot-free. That was just way too easy for the offense.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. He's got him. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Here's Mensah to throw. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! Into the end zone for 6.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he added the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Run inside. It's Hill. Fighting off the defender. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football. All eyes on him and play physical.
Throwing Russell. He wants to go deep. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Good pick up on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Running inside, it's Hill. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
They're going to ride this running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does.
Maybe some room here. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And they won't be able downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Anderson Mack. Looking to scramble. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Mack to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, and that one stings, right? Like, you're a receiver, it's fourth down, understanding where the sticks are, you do everything right except for the last part, man. Just lose concentration, maybe take your eye off the football a little bit. And some drops are big, and some are bigger. And that was a big one on fourth down to drop that football when he had the first down.
Push down for the tackle. And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent.
Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. On the run, it's Hill. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go play action with Mack. Finds his man. It's Edwards. Makes a grab and room to run. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try to do it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Here's a heat. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Reads it, fires complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Mensah rushes on him. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. 4th down, and this offense will roll the dice from their own territory and stay on the field. Finds him out of the backfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. So now they come to the line on 2nd and 7 after the delay of game penalty. Quick release on the RPOs. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Pringle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to set up the screen. Touchdown, Miami! They move on top here in the fourth. The Hurricanes back on top.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Just keeps moving. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line. What a terrible decision and return there. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Throwing Mensah. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1 and hoping to avoid a disaster. Backs against the wall. He'll let it fly again. Zings it complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Looking to throw for it. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding, and they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
It's a great play there by the defense.
Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He understands the SEC is a line of scrimmage league. That's why he is really trying to prove that the ACC can battle with them in the trenches. He said this will be a huge matchup to test his team, and he'll have to be very good on the play calls. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Rebels headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Got enough for the first. Nothing but green grass down the middle. At the 30. The 10. To the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Split backs here. The run inside. It's Lacey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Lacey. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
There's the pressure. Going to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The give on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. Makes the catch. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Running inside. It's Lacey.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Could be an alley.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and goal. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
A really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the...
Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down there. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Picks up the 1st down. At the 45 on his way. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Rebels. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Making side adjustments here. Here's Mensah to throw. Here comes the heat. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. We We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Mensah got his man on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Penalties like that will just drive you nuts and ruin drives. Here comes 2nd and 14. The run inside. It's Pringle. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Reynolds.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Looking for blockers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. He wants to change this route. Throwing, Mensah. Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Brown to begin the drive. There he goes. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Cardinals want to crank their tempo. On first down, it's Brown again. Makes it past the marker. Finding some room. Touchdown, Cardinals! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, he races some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we miss tag, we don't tackle him. If linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 30. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Looking for room, it's Fletcher. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. It's complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. The give, it's Fletcher. There's a crease. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Jumped on top of the pile.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Quarterback may change this route. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Here's Mensa to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 22. Go, go.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Maybe a crease. Got enough for the first. They finally get him down, but the explosive play has them set up as we get set for the final 2 minutes of the half. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Finds a little space. Turning it on. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens opens up the pass.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
The short hands, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Finds the tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Man, what a big catch on third down. Going up, catching the football, understanding where you're at, now getting a fresh set of downs. Nice play by the receiver.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Lays out and makes a sweet grab along the left sideline. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. Finds space on the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Cardinals! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work.
Here we go. Ready. 1, 2, go.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Ready. Red 4, red 3. Go.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Got room at the 35. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Go.
First down, right back to Brown. Makes it past the marker. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on.
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Ready. 1, 2, 2. Ready, go.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Western. Go.
Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the middle. And the timing just a hair off. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down.
Freeze.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
What a big stop for this defense. In the second half, around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
On the ground, it's Fletcher. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on to David. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got a little grasp. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his 2-point conversion attempt. Mensah. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Oh, the defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Under fire. And they got him.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
give as they work on that clock. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look.
Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. Fires to the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Smashes ahead. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line. And the Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air on 1st down. Gets away. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
And that's a really good response by this defense, man. You don't get too down on yourself. You don't beat yourself up. You line up. You play the next play. Nice job getting in the backfield. Now, going on the offensive, getting them in 2nd and long, a pretty predictable situation.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Richardson. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Might as well stick with him. Bulldozes his way through. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
These situations.
A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Miami's head coach told me before the game he understands the SEC is a line of scrimmage league. That's why he is really trying to prove that the ACC can battle with them in the trenches. He said this will be a huge matchup to test his team, and he'll have to be very good on the play calls. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Canes ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Using his legs, it Smothers. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's Manning to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Throws to the tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Manning to the air again. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns! Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those 2 things together and you're just pretty amazing.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Got it in the middle. It's Pringle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Unloads quickly. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Knocked down for the tackle.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 4th down, going to the air. Plucks it out of the air. He'll be stopped and knocked out of bounds, short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on down. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The run inside. It Smothers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed in.
Makes the catch on the left. Finds some room. Touchdown, Texas. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
White 53.
Here's Mensa to throw. Oh, they're after him. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down.
Bingo, Ruben, bingo.
From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Mensah throws for the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Turns it on in midfield. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. It's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Creates a little room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Snags it and he's open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. On the draw, it's Pringle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Throwing, Mensah. Pocket breaking down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hurricane!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Smothers. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Drilled as he blows, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Grab behind the line. It's Pringle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Swings it out to the flat. A big stop from this defense as they force a fourth down and a decision coming right now.
That is how you play defense. You drop back, you let him catch the football, you go attack, you don't let him break tackles. Really nice execution by the defense.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Escapes the pressure to his right. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
It's complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Arch Madness. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Throwing right. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Manning from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Longhorn! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And the Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lyle. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Red 18, red 18.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. At midfield, he's got room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Hurricanes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the delay, it's Pringle. And they'll knock him down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. Here's Mensa to throw. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
In the red area, it's Fletcher. Touchdown, Canes! And here they come, almost all the way back. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Arch is going to throw for it. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To throw, it's Manning. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Third down from the gun, Manning. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job hitting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To throw, Manning. Looking for a big play. He's got it down the left side. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Mensah. Here's a heat. Fires downfield. Got a man. It's Jacobs. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else.
Here's a little room there. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane. An impressive one from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's Arch to throw. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The run inside. It Smothers. Runs through a tackle. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Manning. On the left side, here's Coleman. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Manning. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. He fires to the left side. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Wide open downfield. There he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Throwing, Mensah. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. It's complete to the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And this is easily the most important play call of the game now. Fourth down, you're out of field goal range. You have to come up with a completion here to give yourself an opportunity to win this game.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. You got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success in the day. But
there's some room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. So Miami signals for a timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. He breaks a tackle. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big